welcome and welcome back. So if you guys watched my video last week, you were probably expecting another doll unboxing today. I do have more on the way, I promise. However, I just needed to take a quick little interlude and make this video. So a while ago, I did a video on doll releases that were coming out that I didn't intend to purchase, and I really enjoyed making it. I like talking about the dolls even if I don't want to actually buy and review them. You guys seem to enjoy it, so I wanted to do another one. And I feel like the releases have just been piling up. Like, I didn't realize how many things I needed to talk about until I kind of went and looked again. I was like, okay, we need to put the unboxings on pause for a second. I need to get this video out because there are so many things to talk about today. So yes, that is what we are going to be doing. I'm pretty sure this is all of the dolls that I want to talk about that are releasing in fall this year. I'm pretty sure. There could be more. There's so many things to get through, so we are just gonna jump right on into it and talk about all the dolls that I don't think I'm gonna buy. If you see any dolls on this list that you are planning on purchasing, it's not anything personal. I just have different tastes and also potentially a different budget, so like all of these things are a factor. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Let me scoot to the side a little bit so I have more room to show you guys things over here. So first kind of brand that I wanted to talk about is Na Surprise. So the first thing I don't have a picture for, I just have seen online kind of like, I guess you'd call it rumors, I don't really know. They're planning on releasing a Na Surprise dollhouse, which I think is such a fun idea. However, the price that I've seen floating around for it is $200, and I just can't even begin to justify spending $200 on a dollhouse. First of all, I don't really have room to put a whole dollhouse. I don't know how big it's gonna be, but chances are it's gonna be too big for me to have room for it. And then like the price, I know that there's the potential that it could be worth it. I don't know, no stock photos yet, so I'm not really sure, but I just can't justify spending $200. If it goes on sale, maybe I'll revisit this later, especially once we do have stock photos and I can see it. But yeah, that's a lot. Too much for me for right now. Then from Na Surprise, we have family sets coming out. So it's like a big Na Teens doll, and then the regular, and then there's like a little animal doll. I think these sets are really cute, actually. There's supposed to be a cat one coming out, which if you guys have been watching this channel, you know I'm obsessed with cats. You know I'm gonna buy that one. There's also a panda themed one that I do also like, but if I can only like justify buying one, or if I buy one and don't love it as much as I think I'm going to, definitely the panda one is the one that I'm less excited about. So this one I might change my mind on, might get it in the future, but for now I'm gonna say pass on this so I can say yes to the kitty cat family. Even more from Na Surprise, I feel like there's so many things releasing from them right now, or that have been releasing. I've started to see these sleepover dolls pop up in stores. They're cute, but personally I don't usually like sleepover lines. Every once in a while there's one doll that I really enjoy, but I just don't like spending that much money, like, you know, a doll amount of money on a doll that's in her pajamas. I don't know, that's just me personally. I would rather get like day wear or evening wear, or even like a beach line I think is more fun for me personally than sleepover lines. So these are really cute. They're just not really targeted to me personally, so I will not be purchasing these. And then lastly from Na Surprise is the camper. It's fine. I think that campers are less exciting to me than like dollhouses or even just vehicles. But mostly it's the price. There's no reason this camper should be this expensive. That's all. That's all I have to say. Like, is it cute? Yeah, I suppose so, but way too much to me for what you're getting. So your girl's not gonna buy it. The next brand I wanted to talk about was LOL OMG. So they are releasing their first sort of like budget set, and it's gonna be some swimline dolls. I know I literally just said that I'd rather have swim dolls than like sleepover or pajama themed dolls. These personally just don't interest me. They're not terrible dolls, but they don't make me like say wow when I look at them. So they're okay. I think for a budget line they might be pretty cool, but I'm just not really interested in buying it to make that assessment personally. So not for me. Next from LOL OMG is a 2-pack set. I don't have any photos as of right now of the dolls themselves, but there is this picture of like the box for it. It's Tough Dude and Pink Chick. I don't know that I dislike the dolls themselves, but I've seen people online comparing it to Grease, and I don't have time to get into it because this is a very long discussion. But I actually think that Grease, the movie, is not great. I don't enjoy it on a very surface level, but I also think that there's some really inherently damaging ideas in it. Again, I don't really want to get into it, so I shouldn't be saying all this, but point is like I can't unsee it now. Like I see it and I think Grease, and I can't buy it. I just can't. Next up from LOLOMG, you guys might have seen a couple weeks ago, I did a review on Spirit Queen from the Movie Magic line. I think I mentioned this in that video, but I'm not going to be buying the rest of the line. I did kind of like, I think her name's Gamma Girl. She looked really cool, but I'm really irritated by her hands. So her hands are like molded to look like robot hands, which is fine. But then her arm, the like robot part that's silver, is just a shirt. And it just looks very odd to me when you put her in it because her shirt is like loose around the wrist. And it's such a small thing, but it is something that's going to stop me from buying it, especially at the like $36, $37 price point. I don't know, it's a really tiny thing, but it's really, really going to bother me, so I'm not going to purchase her. The other two in the line I was kind of meh about, so just Spirit Queen for me from Movie Magic. As kind of an add-on to that, I think this is also part of the Movie Magic line, but it's like a 2-pack of LOLOMG dolls, and then a bunch of like the tots and pets, and I'm just not into it. I don't love the designs of either of the OMG dolls, and then also I don't collect any other LOL stuff. Like I don't do the tots or the pets or any of that stuff. So I really have no reason to buy this. I think it's awesome if you are a big LOL collector because it's a lot of pieces in one set. But yeah, it's like not at all close to being for me. That brings us to Rainbow High. So the first one I wanted to talk about is they released this like 24-inch Maya Rain doll. She's fine, I guess. I'm not really a fan of dolls that big. And I think that they get to the point where they're so big that I expect the fashions and stuff to be even more detailed because they have more space to work with it. And it just didn't look like it was. So for space purposes, size purposes, and then just overall design purposes, she's not for me. I do know a lot of people really excited about that, and that's rad if that's for you. But yeah, I'm not really into it. Then Rainbow High Series 3. So I did a review on Georgia Bloom last week. I have Gabriella Isley and Daria Rosalind that I'm going to be posting videos for. The other ones, the mint-themed doll, I can't remember her name, I'm sorry, Cheryl, and then Emmy, I will not be purchasing. I love the mint doll's hair and face. I think that she looks gorgeous as a baseline doll, but I think her fashions are absolutely atrocious. This isn't really a hot take, but like lukewarm take is that I think that a lot of designer brands stuff looks really gross, and it's like so expensive because of the name, but it's not cute to me personally. And that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from her, is like, it looks really luxe, it looks really expensive, but it also looks like garbage at the same time. So not a fan of Mint Girl's clothes. Cheryl, I thought I was gonna love her. Like, I really thought that she was gonna be one that I had to have, needed to have in my collection. But I saw her in stores and I just really wasn't impressed. I hate that her vest has the word rainbow written or embroidered on it. I really didn't like that her button-up shirt is so sheer, and then her little headband I think is super tacky. So I don't know. I know a lot of people do like her, so I'm sorry if I'm like hating on her, but she really, really disappointed me when I saw her in person, so didn't want to get her. And then as far as Emmy, I like her in theory, but I feel like every idea they had for her was executed just so poorly. I know that the hoodie is a designer reference. I don't care. There's absolutely no reason for a sewn-on purse. In the real world or in the doll world, I think that that's just so stupid. And then all of her other stuff, like, I almost like, it's so close. I almost enjoy it, but it's just not quite what I want. So it all culminates in, I almost like this doll, but not enough to justify purchasing her. Again, I know a lot of people really like her, so I'm sorry, I'm not trying to offend y'all. But I think that they missed the mark a little bit with Emmy, so won't be purchasing those dolls from Series 3. Also from Rainbow High is the Rock line, and I am very upset about this one. All three dolls I think look incredible. Like, I genuinely want all three of these, but they're $50 in the United States, and there's no reason why. From what I can tell from the descriptions on Target.com and from like looking at the stock photos of these instruments, they don't make noise. It's not like some dolls where their instruments actually play music, they're just props, which is fine, but I can get a basic Rainbow High doll for like $27, and this is just that plus the instrument. So I'm literally paying $20 more just for a hunk of plastic that looks like an instrument. And it's a cool concept. I would absolutely buy these if they were like $40, but I just think the $50 price point is ludicrous. There's no reason for this. I'm really, really upset about this because I think the designs are so fun, but the price point is so wild. So I feel like I'm gonna have to wait. Like, if someone were to hand me a Target gift card, maybe I'd purchase one, or if they go on sale, I'd be happy to get one, but I just don't think that I'm gonna be able to justify buying one until I don't have to spend $50 of my money on it, because I think it's crazy. I think that that's a wild price point. So I have no idea what MGA was thinking with that one. Ridiculous. Lastly, for Rainbow High is the sleepover line. We've seen a few stock photos come out for those. I'm not going to talk a lot about this because I kind of said it all before. Not a really big fan of sleepover lines, so while these dolls are cute in theory, they're not made for me personally. I did want to talk about the Barbie Extras just because I have done a couple of Barbie Extra reviews, so I kind of feel like maybe I'd buy more in the future, but definitely not these that are releasing. The girl with the green hair looks awesome. I love her makeup, and obviously the long green hair is super cool. Outfit is absolute garbage. Very similar thing with the girl with the brown and pink wavy hair. I like her mold. I like her hair. I don't think that the rest is as bad as the lime green haired girl, but she is not looking cute to me. The one that I think is like least offensive, weirdly, is the Barbie that has like the all over floral denim kind of getup going on. I think it's just interesting because it has sort of like a floral cape, and I think that the cape is drawing me in, but it still isn't quite what I want. This is one that maybe if it goes on sale again, I'd buy it, but I wouldn't pay full price for it, so that's kind of where we are with Barbie Extra. I feel like they started off pretty strong. We were thinking that Barbie was going to give us some more up-to-date fashions and some more cool stuff, and I feel like they're already going downhill, so that's real fun. Next up is a new brand. So I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's kind of talk amongst the doll community of Mermaid High, which is supposed to be releasing this fall. I'm intrigued by them. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to feel about them. I think there's something I'm going to have to see in person before I can make a final judgment on. I might get one or two just to like see how they are, you know, feel it in my hands and all that jazz. I know for sure I'm not going to get this one. I love her hair color, but the like athletic theme isn't for me. I'm not an athletic person whatsoever. I don't really like athleisure or anything like that. Even stylistically, it's just not my favorite. And I don't like the design of this doll personally. The others, again, I'm not sure about, but this one for sure will not be joining my collection. And then lastly, I feel like I had to talk about Glo Up Girls. I know people were posting reviews of these forever ago, and I really want to get my hands on one, but the one that I think I want is Rose, and that's like the one, along with I think Alex, that they haven't released yet. So of course it's the one that I want. The other ones, I don't mind, they're not terrible, but I wanted to get my favorite first so I can see how I actually like the doll, holding it, handling it, and reviewing it in person. And like I said, I'd rather get my favorite, Rose, for that instead of buying a doll that I might like. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not 100% writing these off, but I'm not gonna get these right now. I'm holding out for Rose, and then maybe she'll make me get more, but yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm really sad because I thought she'd be out by now, but like, no luck at all. So yeah, that is gonna be it, guys. I know that that was a lot of dolls to get through. Sorry if I'm kind of talking really quickly, but I'm just trying to get through this and like list off all these dolls. I didn't mean for it to pile up this badly, but I feel like there's just a lot of releases going on, and I didn't realize it was happening, and then it was here and too late. So yeah, that is everything I wanted to discuss today. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely let me know how you are feeling about all these dolls down in the comments below. But yeah, that is going to be it for me today. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be, and I'll catch you next week in the next video. Bye, guys!